So today we're going to do a mock draft simulator of this upcoming 2023 NFL Draft. As we know, we have the 29th overall pick now in light of the Sean Payton trade a few weeks back with the Denver Broncos. In that trade, we received a first-round pick this year via the 49ers, as well as a second-round pick next year via the Broncos. So this trade helps us replenish our draft capital that we lost last year and the trade for Chris Olave. So this gives us multiple options, potentially go quarterback, my personal favorite, without and bypassing the top guy and Bryce Young. My favorite guy is Tanner McKee. I did a previous video looking at him and just discussing why I think he should be the quarterback of our future if we can somehow land him without having to trade up in the draft substantially. This mock draft is also in light of the Alvin Kamara news today that he's been indicted for his battery assault from about 2 years ago during the Pro Bowl. And so this makes a running back position a urgent need for us. Someone like Jamal Williams in free agency, I think we should target. But in later rounds of the NFL draft, I think we should draft a running back, maybe try to develop him under Jamal Williams and see where that leads us. So today we're going to be doing a 5-round mock draft and kind of going over the Saints draft picks, as well as giving a brief insight of what everyone else is picking as well. So start this up. Perfect. So boom. So got Chicago Bears first overall. And as the rounds go on, I'll probably speed up the picks, but just for the first round, I kind of want to discuss. So we see Bryce Young go 2, Will Levis go 4. Trying to look where CJ Stroud might go. CJ Stroud fell to 7. It's the first time I've seen that in the draft. And it's common. I've seen a lot of quarterbacks go early on now, and it looks like that's still the case. I'm a big fan of Christian Gonzalez. As an Oregon fan, I think he's a stud out there. Big frame. I was looking at corners earlier when I was trying to do mock drafts, and a lot of these corners in these drafts are really small. Looking at 6 foot, 6'1" at best. Christian Gonzalez is a freak athlete with an incredible frame that can, I think, definitely develop in the NFL. So it looks like we're coming up on our pick. I haven't seen Tanner McKee go off the board yet, it looks like. So most likely that's where we're going to go. And you can see he's number 1 on the board right here. I was also looking earlier, and I'm a big fan of Antonio Johnson. I think the Saints can never get too much secondary help. We saw this year with Lattimore going out. That Alontae Taylor had to step up. But I think you never can get too much secondary help. Our secondary this year was very good, and what we struggled with was our interior defensive line. So that's somewhere I'm going to look at in the upcoming second round. My favorite guy, I'll show you, is down here a little bit later. And see your D-line. I'm a big fan of Siaki Ika. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Not for sure, but I'm a big fan of him. I'll show you right here. He's a big boy, which I think can help that run game. 6'4", 358 pounds. Absolute stud. Someone that can definitely plug up the holes on defense and help us in that rush defense. But he might not help a ton in pass rush, but I think if we can step up that rush defense, that'll be a big boost for us. But if that being said, I think we should still go quarterback. I'm not really thinking we need a receiver. I think somewhere else we can look at later down the line. It's definitely safety and corner. So right here, let's put a corner. Corner, we got Tyreek Stevenson. I mean, I've loved Tyreek since high school, but I think the obvious choice here would have to be go Tanner McKee, get that quarterback position, maybe re-sign Andy Dalton on a veteran minimum, can help develop Tanner McKee. Maybe not have to start him right away if you don't feel like that's necessary. Don't want to put him out there right away. You can let Andy Dalton get some more playing time, but I think Tanner McKee is definitely someone we should focus our future on. So with that, we'll draft him. I think that's a big boost for us. Someone that we can come in, develop 6'6" frame, someone that may struggle a little bit with his athleticism, but someone who we can be familiar with is someone who can make those passes in between the lines, and just someone who can get our playmakers the ball. We have Olave, we have Rashid Shaheed. We don't know about Kamara right now, but we have those playmakers on the outside that we need a quarterback to give them the ball. So I think Tanner McKee can definitely do that. Looks like we're on the pick with 40th right here. I mean, we always can go linebacker, but I'm potentially looking at I don't know. It could be a little early. Could he fall to 71? I think there's a chance he could fall to 71. Another player I'm really big on, but we can maybe look at it later, is JL Skinner. He didn't end up performing at the Senior Bowl for the game because he had some family emergency. But I think that is someone that we should definitely target later. Jordan Battle, I remember watching him in the college football playoff. He's a amazing athlete. But I think we should look at some more defensive interior. I think we can maybe wait on him. So I'm thinking we go. So I got some edge rushers because this offseason we're most likely going to lose Marcus Davenport because his production and the money he's going to be wanting to get in free agency is not going to match. So let's look at Tuli Tupaludu. And we got 6'4", 290. Let's read up a little bit on him. I think with that, the age right there, being really young, someone who can develop, I don't think we can ever have too many edge rushers, especially with Cameron Jordan getting older. I think this is someone we can maybe develop, and I think I'm happy with this draft pick. I would say if Ika is still on the board when we pick next round, I think that's someone we should definitely target and see where that could take us. Okay, still on the board. I'm curious to see where, Tampa Bay, our division rivals, just took him. That is pretty unfortunate. We'll have to look at another interior D-line to try and plug up that hole. Let's see what else could still be on the board. We've got 13 more picks till we're up. Let's see. Zach Charbonnet. He was a stud in college, that's for sure. Jahmyr Gibbs fell at 51. I think that is an amazing pickup for Seattle right there. He reminds me a lot of Alvin Kamara, especially his rookie year when Alvin Kamara was just catching the league by surprise, getting the one-on-one matchups with so many linebackers and just taking so much advantage. I believe it was his rookie year, maybe it was his second year when the Minneapolis Miracle, Eric Kendricks, in the fourth quarter was trying to guard Alvin Kamara one-on-one. We hit him with the wheel route. That's just something that we don't get that very much anymore, just because teams expect Alvin Kamara and their game plan is definitely focused around him, so we don't get those favorable matchups as we used to. But I think Jahmyr Gibbs could get that coming into the league. Let's look at Keanu Benton right here. See if we can get some good D linemen. 6'4", 315, a little smaller, seems like. Let's see where he lined up most of the time. So A-gap, which as you know is between the guard and the center. Look a little more. B-gap, so it looks like he lined up about both pretty equally, honestly. So it looks like he has pretty versatile, can line up in multiple positions. So I'll probably watch their combine and see how he gets off the ball and just see this type of athleticism and see maybe he can put on a little bit more weight or see how he fares against these, see how his strength fares and see if you be able to help us in that rush defense. Looks like he's run defensive snaps, pass rush, so pretty similar right there. Okay. Good amount of games played. Definitely need someone to stay healthy. We can't have another Marcus Davenport, that's for sure. Got a few more sacks this year compared to his previous years, which is really nice to see, even with one less game played. Yeah, I think this is someone where we should definitely target right now. I think it's a good position to draft him. Best defensive lineman that PFF has on the board. I think it's a good pick for us. Okay, let's speed up this draft speed just a tad. Let's pause this. Speed it up just a little bit since we're getting a little bit later in the draft. One thing I was noticing earlier too was just how many picks the San Francisco 49ers have for conditional picks. They have 3 draft picks and 4 selections, which is absolutely amazing for them. Which I was doing the mock drafts earlier. I was like, wow, like we had a lot of picks between our 3rd and 4th round pick. Okay. I think right here, maybe look to get a corner. See if JL Skinner's still on the board. Did he just get drafted? Let's find out. Let's look a little back. Doesn't look like maybe he didn't get drafted, so we could maybe target. Fortunately, he did. Let's see who took him, because I'm very curious. Because I'm a big fan of him. Seattle. Seattle is taking a lot of people that are well respected by me in this draft. Let's see. We got Ronnie Hickman. Let's see his size. I'm looking for someone who can play more of that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson role. So let's see. 6'1", 205. See where he lined up a lot. This tells me a lot about the player. See if he's more of the type of in the box type of guy, which I kind of want. In the box, looks like loves 379 stats, which I love to see. Slot corner too, so a little bit versatile. A lot of games played, tackles, a few missed tackles, a few more than I would like to see, but 11, I mean, it's okay. Definitely room for growth, especially in Dennis Allen's defense. I think they can definitely help him with that. I think you can't coach size. So I think I'm really a fan of this guy. I think it's someone we could definitely use right there. I think maybe for our 5th round selection, we should look at maybe getting a running back, just so we can maybe develop under Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram. If Alvin Kamara's not there anymore, we definitely need to fill that role. So, about to be up right now again. Jake Heiner just went off the board. Watch him a lot at Fresno State. I think he's a little undersized, which could definitely hurt him in the NFL. So I think the Jets taking a late round fly on him isn't a bad idea at all. So let's look at running backs. He was a Deuce Vaughn, Kansas State. I remember watching him. The college football playoff. Let's look at this. 5'6". That's a major problem. 5'6" is just too short for me. I know it's about speed and everything, but 5'6" is just not going to help, especially when you try to pass block, especially for Tanner McKee. I'm not trying to get our quarterback hurt out there. Kenny McIntosh got a lot of film on him from watching him at Georgia. Stud. 42 receptions this year, 10 touchdowns, 824 yards. Can stay healthy. 15 games is really impressive. Can do both. 500 yards at the backfield. I think it's someone we could definitely develop. I wouldn't be mad at him at all. I know Georgia is the best team in college football. Sometimes their stats can be inflated because they're such a good team and their defense was absolutely amazing. But I think it's someone we could take a late round fly on. There's no reason not to. Round 5. Got really nothing to lose here. Just something we really need, especially in light of this Alvin Kamara news. Boom. Let's just see. Let's see how Pro Football ranks our draft. Got one more selection right here. Okay. So we got quarterback. We got Tanner McKee. And then we went edge rusher, I believe. Let's pull it up. Not bad. Yeah, so we went corner. Okay. Let's look at it right here. I mean, I think maybe offensive line help. Never can have too many O-linemen, especially saw last year. We were just flip-flopping everyone in the O-linemen. I think let's look at offensive tackle first. Size 6'7", 302. Give up 4 sacks this year. Okay, not bad. Left tackle. Okay. I'm also interested about a center too, so let's see. Alabama, let's see his size. 6'3", 307. What was this offensive tackle size? 6'7". I like a big offensive tackle. I think it's fine to take a late round fly on him. So maybe we can develop him. I'm going to be mad at that. Let's do that. Perfect. I'm not mad at our draft. I wish we maybe could have got a better defensive interior D lineman, but let's see what Football Focus ranks us. They're obviously not a big fan of Kenny McIntosh. That's definitely for sure. But I think there's someone we should take a late round fly on. Kind of all depends if we get Jamal Williams or not. If we get Jamal Williams in free agency, maybe we can hold off on that and just wait for a season until we maybe can draft one a little bit higher. But they're a big fan of Tanner McKee, Tuapuladu. I'm not for sure on his name. Keanu Benton, they're a big fan of that. I mean, he has a nice frame. I think he just needs to put on a little bit more weight, and he could be really good for us, especially in the rush defense is what we're looking at the most. Ronnie Hickman, I think he line up in the box a lot. Could be someone we could maybe develop into another C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Still don't agree with that trade we made. I would love to have him back, especially with the defense of Lattimore, Alontae Taylor, and then him. That would be a nice trio to have right there. And they're a big fan of our Connor Galvin late round pick. So let me know how you guys think about this mock draft in the comment section. And I'm really excited to see what this offseason has to hold for the Saints. There hasn't been much information to cover. There was a Sean Payton, now we got the Kamara, so I knew time to make a video because there's glaring holes on our team that we need to address. But as free agency starts to heat up, and especially as we try to clear some cap space to maybe make a few moves and just get under the salary cap, I definitely make some videos on that, just discussing what's happening and in the future, maybe potentially releasing Michael Thomas. And I've seen some rumors about Cameron Jordan. I don't really believe those, though. I think Cameron Jordan is definitely here to stay. And let me know what you guys think in the comments, and stay tuned for more future videos. Thank you guys for watching.